A big hello once again to everyone watching. Welcome back to City Skylines, and welcome to Essex, Leighbrook. We're over here in Dinsford at Binsford International Essex Airport, which we did in the last episode, which I think will be one of our priorities, is to slowly expand this area, make it more bustling, more busy, or also add in some more tourist areas to give people reason to actually visit the city, because right now there isn't really much of a reason to come visit Essex because it's a bit of a dumpster fire. But then again, that is also in real life. So we're over here at Binsford Leighbrook Essex International Air, so long it gets cut off, or BLEIA, Bleia for short. There you go, nice convoluted name, as all the airports, especially around the UK and especially London airports are. For example, you have London Southend Airport, which is a solid 40 miles away from London and is completely useless. You also had, I think, London Ashford Airport, which, once again, closer to France than it is to London, yet they still tried passing it off as a London airport. The only ones that can really claim to be London airports are Heathrow and London City. Even Gatwick is a bit of a stretch. But to be fair, you do get the overpriced Gatwick Express with Gatwick, so swings and roundabouts, I guess. We also have our Class 800s in Lumo colours, Lumo blue, just to stick out as they travel through the city. Is this well loaded? Oh, 94 people going off to the airport. That actually isn't too bad. Although it does have a bit of a steep hill. This is going to be a challenge to further expand the city. This is going to be a mountainous city. Also, hello DJ, hello Crazy. London Oxford as well, if you haven't mentioned that one. So, hang on a minute, there was also a London Oxford? Okay, that one I have never heard of before. That is... To be fair, at that point, I feel like that's just a bit of a joke. It's a bit of a meme. At that point, you might as well name stuff like, I don't know, like London Peterborough, London Norwich, London Birmingham Airport. I'm pretty certain London Oxford probably was closer to Brum than it is London. It was never established London Ash something. So yeah, you are first, DJ. Welcome back, though. Slowly expanding this little suburb. We have here a little clock tower. A little circular bus route as well going around. Nothing really serving this railway station though, but I guess this is close enough, this route. So we'll have some industrial demand. I kind of don't want to expand this industrial zone because it's already heaving off a lot of traffic. But it might be worthwhile expanding, although in saying that, there is an area here that we haven't developed yet. There's also a shed ton of traffic. That's an ideal, to be fair. I think this is just extremely busy, that's all it is. Might be worthwhile putting a bypass for trucks that just want to go left. Yeah, I'm going to try doing that, see if this solves any of this traffic-related problems. If not, might have messed things up. Although in saying that, are they all going left? I think they largely are, so yeah, I am going to build this little bypass. It's not exactly the most nice piece of infrastructure, don't want to be too car-centric, but might as well construct something to make life a bit easier. So now, from here... There you go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to expand this so it's 3 lanes instead. So 3 lanes here. There we go. Get this so it doesn't look absolutely abhorrent. Maybe traffic lights. No, traffic lights are the last thing you actually want in this game and on a roundabout in general. Because all that ends up happening is you end up creating more traffic from the traffic lights. So... set this so that they can go through when there's cars in the junction. This will be to turning off here. The other two will be going straight on. And I shall set it so that these two lanes, you cannot turn left from. There we go. Bit convoluted, but this has largely fixed things, I feel. Now there's just a bunch of traffic here in the suburban streets. I'm sure all the residents absolutely love it. London Ashford is also almost closer to Belgium. That is central London. 10-mile difference. Exactly, and it's absolutely insane that they even tried passing that off as a London airport. But then again, there isn't enough space to expand any of the existing London airports. You have the ditty little London City that is in the Docklands, which is so small it can only use, I think, oh, what's it? I forgot what planes. It can only use, it's not 737s. But it can only use the smaller class of planes. It literally cannot use anything else other than, like, propeller-driven planes as well, obviously. And it's like, I mean, like, didn't they have any foresight when they were planning London City? Thinking, oh yeah, if this is meant to be for this new financial district in the Docklands, surely we should future-proof it, maybe? But no, apparently that requires too much thought and effort, and that isn't what happened, so here we are with London City that can barely accommodate, you know, full-size planes. Although, in also saying that is probably a blessing in disguise, because you wouldn't really want to have giant, like, A380s landing at London City. Because if you paid, like, top dollar to buy one of those really expensive houses in Canary Wharf, you'd be absolutely fuming at the sounds of those planes constantly landing. A318 Max, yeah, I think you are right. It's fine, we can destroy Silvertown and North Woolwich. I'll extend London Stansted instead. Yeah, but then that means you're sending people to London Stansted, and that's a crime in of itself. But yeah, no, with that actually being said, can I play OpenTTD next time? Yeah, I shall, actually. The next stream will be OpenTTD, which should be, if I don't jinx it, tomorrow. Yeah, no, sod it. Who needs, actually, whilst you're there, if you're demolishing North Woolwich, you might as well also just demolish Woolwich as well. Who's going to miss it if we just, you know, got rid of it? If you woke up tomorrow and Woolwich was gone, would you notice a difference? Let's be entirely honest. No, you wouldn't. London Gatwick and London Stansted look like the only ones that can expand a bit. That is very true. I think London Gatwick... the problem is London Gatwick only has one runway, and that's where it's really bottlenecked. Which is, again, outrageous for the second busiest airport in this country. It's only one runway operated. And there have been attempts to expand and put a second runway in, but I think they always get met with opposition from the locals. And the entire area around Gatwick Airport, Crawley, is literally so reliant on work from London Gatwick. So it's insane that you even have NIMBYs in that area, because think about it, if you live near an airport, surely, like, you'd expect it to expand someday, and oh no, marginally slightly more noise. Now I'm not going to be able to sleep from, like, what's it, like, probably 5:15 in the morning instead of 5 in the morning. Hello, Alex. Nope, Gatwick has 2. No, Gatwick doesn't have 2 runways. I'm going to quickly fact check this because I'm pretty certain Gatwick only has... Yeah, Gatwick operates as a single runway airport, although it has 2 runways. Oh yeah, that's... so I know what you're talking about. Yes, it does have 2 runways. However, it is operated as a single runway airport, because the second runway isn't long enough to accommodate full-size planes, and nothing actually ever lands there. It's just used as a taxiway. So in theory, yes, you are right. But in practice, no, you're not. Then we just have the DLR as an airport shuttle service there. Yes, for London City, that is very true. Oh, it's so comical, like, thinking about the planners of the early 90s and late 80s thinking that, yes, let's slap an airport in this financial district in central London and let's serve it with light rail. That's the equivalent of sending a fucking tram to Heathrow. Like, what were they thinking? Actually, I'll tell you what they're thinking, and that's not much, because not much would be happening in their heads for them to come up with that thought process. And actually, another thing that I have just thought about, what I do want to do is create a guided busway. I'm not 100% certain where I'll actually create this, but I do want to do that because I have done it in one of my other saves, and I think, well, not I think, I actually find it quite fun to actually build that. So that will be one thing that will be built. There are no buses serving this area. That's an oversight on my part. I think actually what I might do is create a guided busway that probably starts probably Leigh Square or maybe the stadium, and then take it through Poplar up through here to the airport. However, it will be a sort of difficult to actually squeeze in a guided busway in these streets. I mean, you even have the metro rearing its ugly head over here because of the steep elevation changes. Tram to Heathrow, yeah, exactly. That's what the equivalent of having the DLR serve London City be. Great to see another Leighbrook stream, yeah. Great to actually be in here on City Skylines. Makes a nice change. I do enjoy playing this game in my free time as well, so I have been doing quite a lot of that. Just send the tram to London Southend at that point. Hello, Tico. Yeah, no, exactly. Might as well, just sod it. I mean, to be fair, London Southend does actually have traffic levels that probably warrant, not even a tram, I'd say, express busway. Okay, so this guided bus route I kind of want to do. So what I do want to do is probably make it serve like the regular streets through here, and then create some bus-only roads to cut through some places, so that it's like the quickest route to get to this side of the city, and then make it run like express, and sort of maybe serve like a new development around here. That's what I'm sort of thinking of. It's not exactly going to parallel the express, the airport express. Or at least I'll try and make it not do that, because that would be less than ideal if it did, because then what is the point of it? So to do this, what I will use is these rural village roads. They're narrow, but that is fine anyway. So I'll get this cut in through here. Is there no way? Oh, that's unfortunate. Cut this through here. Then, very quickly, just so that vehicles don't start using this, change the restrictions on this so that vehicles cannot turn down there. Then also make it so that no vehicles cannot turn on and off this street. So this will be a guided busway that cuts through here, through this street. Then we'll serve this street, then cut through here, then a guided busway bridge over to here, which will then serve this street. I'm trying to make it as straight as possible so that there's not many deviations in the route. Gonna play Nimby Rails again. That is a good shout. That is one thing that I was thinking about playing today, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go for City Skylines instead. So make this go straight over here. Again, another road that I would love to ban all vehicles to except buses. Then I'm also going to put priority traffic lights here, so that whenever a bus turns up, they get priority going through here. So you do this through... Is this one? Time traffic lights, I think. Set up a time traffic light. So this will be green. Oops, add step. This is green. And then, bloody forgot how to do this. Extremely short, flow density, no more waiting than driving. There you go, if no one is driving. And then add that, and then the next step will be turn this green, and then it will switch to the next step if more is waiting than driving. Someone is... No, hold on. If someone is... No one is driving, I think was... I think this should work. Oh, I've done this in one of my other saves, and I think this vaguely works as a bus priority traffic light setup. Gonna build a Brighton main line today. I can't be bothered to place signals. Gonna be honest with you, with the frequency that the Brighton main line has, you're gonna need those signals. Then again, the amount of times that they go, you know, tits up, completely like balk themselves up, you might as well not be placing signals for as much use as they are. Cannot build on water. Alright, this is not a problem. I can hear the subway, the tube underneath going. Where is the two-way? Oh yeah, it's not. Looking in the wrong tab. That's a two-way highway? No, that's a one-way highway. Is this a two-way highway? This is a two-way highway. There we go. Cannot build on water. Don't know why it thinks it's underwater. It ain't. I can't convince it that it's not underwater. Do any bus routes use this? Nothing uses this street, so I'm going to demolish that. And then probably build it from here. Yeah, because this works a bit better. Great to see how good Leighbrook is doing. Yeah, Leighbrook isn't doing too bad, honestly. Pretty good. About to get itself a brand new guided busway, which is what I am doing at the moment. And I shall also change the speed limit on these roads, because at the moment these village roads are 20 miles per hour, which is completely useless for a guided busway. I'm going to up them so that, why are vehicles already using this? I banned them from this street, and yet they're still using it. Game, make that make sense, because in my head it doesn't. Get this to go straight over there. Then ban all vehicles here, apart from buses. And then try do the same setup. Has this worked? That's red, this is green. I think I've done this the wrong way around. This time traffic light. Whoopsie. Hold on. So I'm gonna delete everything. So this is so hold on. Add step. This should be green. Oops, leave that on auto. Auto. So this is green. If if someone is waiting, then it will switch to the next step. There we go. And then add step. Then it will change over to here if no one is driving. There we go. And that should fix this traffic light so that it has bus priority. Predestined area. I think you mean pedestrian area, maybe? I'm going to assume that's what you mean. No, because I tried doing that and it doesn't really work. Not necessarily. I'm also going to change this to be bus only. Let's ban everything apart from vehicles, apart from buses. So that all this becomes like a guided busway section. This will basically cut it through these streets, give it access that it doesn't have. Come through here, cut through here, and then probably then it'll go on its guided bus section. So have a bit of town driving before then going off to the airport with unlimited speeds limits, or no speed limits even. I should be saying. Get this over like that. So that's connected. That connects up to there. This will be a bit difficult to get to squeeze this in underneath. But, I think shouldn't be too bad. Let's get this to duck under. Then it's complaining about space being occupied, so maybe I spoke a bit too soon. Get this... Which one's the level one? That's level terrain. At this level, get it... Go down? And hopefully connect. Alright, so complaining about having space preoccupied, so I'm going to have to push this underneath, probably delete this building, or it deleted itself. There we go. Then this will cut on through here, go up through here, and then probably just go alongside the road. This isn't the most efficient use of space, but ain't too bad. And then this shall run basically alongside this road, this dual carriageway we have here. Get that running through here. Now trying to slot this into this web that I made earlier. I might actually also make a pedestrian area in... Probably actually, you know what? I'm going to make a pedestrian area here next to the train station. It's not going to be the nicest pedestrian area, but you know what? If you're a train enthusiast, then you're going to absolutely love it here. Get that to plug into here, probably. Since there is space. Gonna have to tunnel it underneath, though. Which is, you know, a bit iffy on the security front, considering we're literally about to tunnel underneath a live active runway. But then, hey-ho. Can't win them all. I'm sure, to be fair, it's only going to be used by guided buses, so you're not going to have nefarious criminals using this. At least I hope the drivers that we're going to be hiring aren't nefarious criminals, in which case this entire plan might have been completely balked. That's how I go into the underground view. Man, it has been a little while since I played this game. I'm forgetting all the controls. Whoops. Go above ground so I can get this to go over there. There we go. Going over like that. Get the... ban all vehicles on this road. Apply this into the... for the entire road. This entire roadway is now just for buses. There we go. Apply it to the entire road. Ban all vehicles. Oops, no, that's the wrong button. Apply it to the entire road. Ban all vehicles, apart from buses. Entire road. Ban all vehicles. Gets very repetitive doing this, but hey-ho. It is what it is. Just a shame that we don't have any private operators in this. Oh, I've done the complete opposite. I've literally allowed every single vehicle apart from buses. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's a shame we don't really have like private operators in this city. So this is just going to be government run, basically meaning we have a monopoly on this guided busway. Should London have busway? That is a good question, actually, to be honest with you, because I feel like, let me move the traffic lights here. Guided busways are sort of useless in terms of, if you want rapid speeds, you're probably better off either building light rail or tramway. But if you do guided busway and it becomes really busy, then you also have the problem of you've built all this busway and now you sort of need a tramway or something, you know, high frequency. So I feel like not really. London, it'll be nice to have at least one, but having experienced it in Cambridge, I feel like it would be better if that was replaced with an actual tramway and that's what they had built beforehand. Because I feel like a busway is sort of, there are use cases, but like for what was done in especially Cambridge, that was better off just being a tramway. So it depends really, honestly. Gonna also remove the speed limit on these guided busway sections to be unlimited. It's not very safe, but we don't expect pedestrians to be using it, so this is all fine. This is just to help speed up journeys to the airport so the buses aren't too slowed down. There we go. And then it will terminate probably around here, just outside the airport terminal building. So that's the guided busway. I also do have to set up some more traffic lights. So I want to set up traffic lights here. So this will be add step, so this will be green. It will switch to the next step if more is waiting than driving. If someone is waiting, actually, to be fair. And then it will switch to the next step, which is to the green, and it will only change if no one is driving. There we go. Or is no one waiting? Because if no one is waiting, then that means... So it will change if no one's waiting, but... Does that mean for this section or for this section? I've confused myself. I think if no one's waiting is better. Ooh, might have messed this up. Gonna do the same... Oh, this has traffic lights, don't want that. Gonna remove traffic lights from this junction. Again, traffic lights just cause traffic, especially in this game. In real life as well, but in this game particularly. Create it so just sail on through. These are just residential streets. No one's really going to use that. That's a private vehicle using a busway only road. I do not understand that. Gonna change it so that you cannot actually join the busway apart from very few dedicated sections, so that it doesn't encourage people to actually, you know, drive down here. Actually, I'm gonna delete that because what I want, I'll do that instead so you can't actually join it from there. There we go. So you can turn off the busway if, like, for a diversion reason, but can't actually go onto the busway. So now we actually have to do the route. So the route that I have done cuts through here up to here. So I will probably start it in this area. I would have said it's quite busy. There are a lot of buses here, but I feel like this... is there a metro station around here? 'Cause I feel like there is. I feel like this would be a good spot to start this route. Although in saying that, maybe I should have started it at the stadium. Nah, because then we're having too many routes to actually serve the stadium and serve this area, whereas this, there's a clear route which isn't being served at the moment. So start it at this metro station. I don't know how I'm going to make it turn around. I think I'll just allow vehicles to do a U-turn here. Not the most efficient use of road space, but hey-ho, 'tis what it is. And this will only stop in the busway only sections. So one down here, one here, one up here, one up here. I just realised they really aren't following the fact that this should be busway only. So what this will do, actually, limited stops to stop there, stop here. Then it serves this main road. Stop it up here, stop it over there, stop it underneath here. Is there a bus route that's... I don't know what's happened here. I think I've messed up a bus route somehow. Stop it through here, stop it through there. I'll add in a stop probably around here, because I feel like this will probably grow. And add in one stop here, because this I'll also turn into like a small little village. Then the next stop will be the Central Airport bus station, which they can then take a little shuttle bus from to go to the airport, or just walk, because it's literally across the road. A few stops around there. Then dedicated busway all the way round. Stop it over here. Stop it just before the traffic lights. Actually, no, I'm going to switch that around. Stop it after the traffic lights, because I have had problems with that in the past. It's a lot better to do it after the lights than before them. Okay, let's stop over there. Stop over here. Stop right there. Stop here. Add a stop there. And terminate it. Now, this route is going to have to use dedicated articulated vehicles. Can you expand your shopping centre? I will. I might actually add a new shopping centre, but right now, at the moment, it's not really needed. We'll see, though. So this will use articulated. Where is the polygon vehicles? 130 capacity, not the 500 capacity ones. There you go. We're going to use the light tram polygon. Yeah, so I don't really understand why vehicles are still using this. I have banned them from it, but here we are, I guess. What I will then also do is probably just make it so that you can't join the busway. The only place you can join it is probably going to be that main street up there. There you go, create all this. Sort of is annoying how I have to do this, because somehow the priority doesn't seem to be working. Oh, you know what? Since this is a bus lane, I'm going to make it so that the bus lane can actually turn into here, because that would make sense. There you go, and everything else cannot. They can only go straight ahead, because this isn't a junction for you. Are you a bus? No, you're a damn police car. What are you doing? You know what, I guess we'll sort of have to just let the police do whatever they're doing. Don't really have much of a say, I guess. Finally finished signalling. Trust me, you're going to regret that, because it's going to break in a couple of minutes. Always does. As is the way with the Brighton main line. Gonna also change that so that it's only bus lane only. Oh, did I? Ooh, whoops, that's wait, hold on. So, ooh, yeah, okay, that's a bit of a mistake. Get that going over like that. And I think that fixes it. That does not fix it. Why on earth? Hold on, I'm so confused. Oh, you know what? It's because of this junction over here. Right. That makes sense. Oh, I've completely messed up. Oof. Hold on. What I'm going to do instead, delete this and delete this. There we go. Gonna get that going straight ahead. And that's fine. Do the same here. There we go. I think that fixes everything. Yeah, I accidentally messed up our bus network there. Pretty badly. There we go. That's sorted. Anyway, dedicated bus lane, that's fine. This can only go straight ahead. There we go. And I think that has worked, maybe? I don't know what's happened here, though. Why is it? What's happened with this bus route here? Go up to our bus route view. What is this? I think I've somehow messed it up over here where it can't turn to the left. Like that, I think that fixes it. Yeah, that fixes it. There we go. Whoopsie. I mean, it's not going to be that long of a diversion considering it's literally an unlimited busway, but you know what? It's better that we hadn't done that. Name this guided busway. There we go. Just so that we can see it. Cutting all the way through. This is called Winston Street. It's not guided busway. Just unfortunate how some private cars are still using this, even though they really shouldn't be. Gonna be also change this road so it's so buses aren't like blocking up traffic whenever they're pulled into the bus stops. There we go. That fixes that. And then now, if we take a look at one of the guided buses, oh, they've created a massive traffic jam in the industrial area. Whoops. Now don't worry, you're pro at playing NIMBY Rails. Are you going to redesign the airport? Yeah, I am. I am just waiting for it to... Oh, hold on, it's already level 3. I will slowly continue designing this airport, because obviously this area over here is a bit barren. But for the most part, this is the finished design of the airport. I'm also actually going to build a bus depot down here, because I feel like that this will be a better spot, a good spot for one, for especially the guided busway route, if I can get it. There we go. This I will now also change to be a dark red color so you can see it. The busway, there we go. Get rid of all vehicles on it, because they're all currently stuck in traffic. Self-made traffic, admittedly, but still traffic. Get rid of most of those, and then get them to come back out to start in the airport. And then, as we can see, this is pretty much a straight line, this guided bus route. Go get 10 vehicles on it, 13. Oh, they're still trying to spawn here. I sort of would prefer if they didn't spawn here, to be honest. Oh, actually, I shouldn't be doing that. Whoops. Oh, that's less than ideal. I think that means every single bus route, yeah, has lost a couple of buses. So now they're going to be spawning in again. There's going to be massive traffic jam. So, you know what? Just ignore this area for a very long while, because this is going to be traffic lodged. Anyway, coming back to this area, which also is traffic lodged. Oh, I can never win, can I? Get this. Just, you know what? Just go on through, honestly. What the? Oh, it's because of all the buses that are going back to the depot. I've made a grave mistake. Can someone find me 10,000 grand for this stupid mistake of accidentally turning off the bus depot and sending everyone back, sending all the buses back in? That wasn't very smart of me. Okay, so what I shall do in the meantime... Oh, I also haven't actually expanded and kept up with the districts and the zones. Because, as you can see, there are some areas which are completely unzoned now. Get this all zoned up. And if you have any suggestions, any names for zones, do put them down below, because I might actually use some of them and might... Who knows, it will be a chance to actually be have your name inside the game. Get this going as well. High Street, Empire Square. I feel like we should expand with a new shopping area. That is a massive sea of buses using this guided busway. Thankfully it is only buses, so it's not too bad. There's 100 people on that bus, which is great. So there's a stop over here, which I feel like would be a good spot to then build a new retail park, I suppose. And have some houses and some offices. Some industry as well, though probably low density industry. So what I shall do, zone this, Garnet Square, policies, gonna do city planning, high rise ban so that it's not too high, it's not too much of an eyesore to the area. It's gonna have to come off this dual carriageway. Would it be worthwhile, maybe it'll be better off, because I can't really make it come off of the dual of the guided busway, but I also can't make it come off the dual carriageway. I mean, you do somewhat see this in the UK, but it's not very common. Realistically, it would be a roundabout. Speaking of, it'd be better to probably remove this and probably remove this as well. Yeah, you know what? Actually, what I'll do, since I do want that. I'll actually put a roundabout about here. Get the dual carriageway back in. Where is it? There it is. Upgrade this dual carriageway. It doesn't need to have that many lanes. Not going car-centric USA style. Get that more around like that. Get the two-way road. Crime rate is high at the bus depot. Yeah, it's all the youths nicking the buses. Actually, no, what it is just because it's so traffic lodged. Police cars can't actually serve anything. I mean, look at this. It's a heist of the century here. Look at the amount of buses that are trying to nick stuff from the warehouses. I have also noticed that it is really high, the crime rate. Oh, you know what? It would also help if we had a police station. Whoops, that's another thing I've forgotten to do. I'm going to put a little Metropolitan Police headquarters over here to serve this area. Put one up here as well, because we're going to need it. Crime rate is still pretty high, so I'll put a little like town police station here. Which actually reminds me, do need to also change it so that they use UK based vehicles at the police stations. If we go over, do the same actually for the fire stations. Forgot to do that. Sorry to anyone that actually is in a burning down house at the moment, because I am basically selling off our current stock of ambulances, fire trucks, and police vehicles. So if you're on fire, being mugged, or having a heart attack, you're completely out of luck. There's also one here. Replace that. That has been replaced. Okay, that's good. And I think that's largely all that sorted. Now for the police stations. One down here. Replace that with Vauxhall Astra. The backbone of the police force in the UK for so many years. Good old reliable Astra. One over here, which will also be a Astra. Can't afford anything else. Yep. Nowadays, it's all just focuses that they have. Oh, this would be ideal if I got some incinerators, actually. As it would turn out. Probably also put this over here, just to serve this little expanded city area, which is, again, bloody backlogged with traffic. What's happened here, then? Oh, it's because of this. Is this traffic light based? I don't know if this no, there's no traffic lights here. It's just exceptionally busy. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, that makes sense. It's one lane. When the buses stop, it completely clogs it up. And the area name I suggest is Millmouth. Oh, that's actually not too bad of a name. I might actually change this to Millmouth then. Because this is on the sea, sort of is like the mouth of this river. Or Milmouth, I guess, is how you'd want it pronounced. Now that I think about that. Oh, you know what? I should actually probably have asked. How is it actually pronounced? Is it Milmouth? Millmouth? There we go. Get this all zoned up. Millmouth over here. This will also be another one of these areas that has high-rise ban. Don't want high-rises there because this is going to be all offices pretty much. Just because we have high industrial demand. Why is that zoning over the road? Don't put that there. That's going to look horrendous. Can also just rename this industrial area like crime rate high zone. Or the fish stick factory zone. There's still a ton of buses. What is happening here? What the... Fucking talk about, like, bus congestion. What is going on? Well, that clearly was a mistake that I did then. I don't think... Yeah, I think every single route in the city, all their buses have just gone into the depot. And that they're all now just waiting to go back out, which is just not going to happen. Oh, that's really, really poor planning from me. What does this mean? Not connected to lines? It is connected to the lines, huh? I am so confused. Should be connected. It is connected. Don't know why it's throwing such a hissy fit. Anyway, I guess I could add a bus depot. Sort of need one like up here then, I guess, as well. So add one around here. We'll also need to actually give it some power, give it some water. That's slowly filling out, which is not too bad. This area needs more zoning. I hate when it does that. Then also, I'm just going to add in some more bus depots just to spread it out so it's not all from one area. Maybe it would be worthwhile putting one down here, somewhat close to the city centre. But I don't really know where it would go without it looking too out of place. I mean, I suppose it doesn't look that out of place, but, you know, make it fit in. And actually also probably move this. Gonna move this over to here instead, because this is creating so much traffic. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna clear all traffic and just start again, basically. So make every single bus route just like spawn their buses again. Because we weren't getting anywhere fast, let's be entirely honest there. It was not clearing up. Have this be the hybrid depot, which is slowly filtering out all the buses. Ain't too bad. All the cars are slowly spawning, all the trucks spawning as well. So there's 74 tourists, well no, not tourists, 74 residents and tourists. Okay, well, this isn't... Why must the game do this to me? It's not exactly what I wanted. Actually, to be fair, it is also sort of my fault. Do you want this to be like this? So it gets wider here for these bus stops, so that they're not completely blocking the roads. With that being said, I will also add in these country lane roads to connect up. Oh, connect up to the roundabout here, because I was gonna do that. Where are the bus stops? There are the bus stops. Yeah, I was gonna do that little retail park here, along with some more houses. Get this a bit wider for the bus stop. Bus stop area. Gonna get the street coming off from here. Maybe not so much at that angle. But there. They're complaining about power? Not complaining about power. Oh, they are complaining about power. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Gonna remove all this. Get this out of the way. Have this sort of just come in over through like that. And then also on the other side, there would probably be little bridge. Get them across. Get this, stretch this across like that, so that it just about cuts over the bus